Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video with your girl Bria Vibe. You already know what time it is. Don't mind the boxes in the bag. This weekend I'm getting this room together finally came up with an idea of what I'm gonna do for this room and like how I'm gonna organize it. And I'm ordering a futon type thing to go in here, like a leather futon. Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video with your girl Bria Vibe. You already know what time it is. Don't mind the boxes in the bag. This weekend I'm getting this room together finally because I finally like came up with an idea. I finally came up with an idea of what I'm gonna do for this room and like how I'm gonna organize it. And I'm ordering a futon type thing to go in here, like a leather futon. And I got this rug on the way. Oh my God, I can't wait to show y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna have a room tour coming soon. Honestly, let's get into the video. Look, I'm gonna try to make this story time a little bit short because honestly, I ain't really ever tell nobody this story. The only people who really know about this story is my family. And they honestly know about both times. Well, not my, just the cousins know about this. But yeah, I was like, you know what, let me actually tell another story time. Cause I have a few story times, but I don't be liking all my business out there. But I'm like, I might as well tell y'all this. Cause maybe this might teach somebody else cause it taught me clearly. So let's get straight into the video. All right, so as y'all see in the title, this story is gonna be about how I got laced 2 times. Yeah, so we're gonna go into the first time. So let me set the mood for y'all. So it is not my sophomore year, it's my junior year, and I was working. I think it was. Honestly, it wasn't my junior year. It was my sophomore year. I was doing a lot my sophomore year. This story time. All right, so as y'all see in the title, this story is gonna be about how I got laced 2 times. Yeah, so we're gonna go into the first time. So let me set the mood for y'all. So it is my not my sophomore year, it's my junior year, and I was working. I think it was it? Honestly, I think it was the beginning of my junior year. And I was working at Little Caesars. Ooh. Honestly, it wasn't my junior year, it was my sophomore year. I was doing a lot my sophomore year. This story time, I was doing a lot. Freshman, sophomore? It's okay, I really honestly think it's the sophomore year, but I'm gonna say junior. Because I worked at Little Caesars. Little Caesars was my first job, right? So all I had to do, as you know, I was a cashier. Well, I think at first I was a cashier, and then I learned how to do like cooking the pizzas and cutting them and doing all that good stuff. But yeah, I was mostly a cashier the whole time I was there. So there was this manager that worked there, and everybody was cool. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, let me set the mood for you. This Little Caesar, it was so ghetto, but it was like right down the street from my house. I didn't have to go far, I didn't have to do nothing. Like I could walk to work. I literally walked to work like after school. So, you know, I got to know a few people there. I moved to North Carolina my sophomore year. So, and as we know, my sophomore year, I was just doing a lot, and I really don't want to get into it, but I was doing a lot for my sophomore year. And clearly my junior year, I was still doing a lot, and I got humbled very quick, right? So anywho, let's get back to the story time. So yeah, I was cool with everybody there, and it was a lot of black people who worked there, so it was giving kind of ghetto, but we live in a little bit of suburbia, so it was kind of confusing of why all these black people in this restaurant. But look, and I got paid $7.25. It was $7.25 or $7.50. So really, I don't even know why I was working there, but I think I just worked there because my aunt was saying how I gotta start paying my own phone bill or something like that. So there was this one day, right? And see, so there was this one time, and this is why I had trust for that one person. And you know who you are, or y'all know who I'm talking about. If you work with me at Little Caesars, you know who I'm talking about, because 9 out of 10, y'all all got laced too. But I'm not even gonna get into it. I ain't gonna get into that because that's y'all business. Y'all can tell y'all story when y'all wanna tell y'all story. I'm gonna tell my story. So the first time I smoked with him, it was chill. Like he let us use his stuff, and it was smoking. We got high, we was chilling, right? So then a few weeks or like a month later, I copped my own stuff, right? So look at me being mature. I used to just, I'm being mature now. I got my own stuff, so I was like, all right, we can match or whatever because you let me use yours last time. So I let him roll, right? See, I already hear y'all in the comments. Calm down, I know. But y'all gotta realize I'm still an innocent young child. So I didn't know. So I let him roll. Yeah, he rolled and he did whatever he did. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I got laced with. I don't really care what I got laced with. I just got laced, bro. It was wild. Okay, so then we're smoking. So we're sitting outside. The first time it was nighttime. So yes, I remember this. Okay, the first time it was nighttime. So we closed down, we smoked, and then I walked home, right? But before, as I was walking home, it hit me. I'm literally so it's really not a far walk. I would honestly say the walk is 10, 15 minutes, right? So I'm I just got out of the parking lot of the building. I'm walking down the street and it smacked me, bro. I was so scared, bro. Okay, so this is how I felt. I'll tell y'all how I felt. So when at first it was like a body tingling sensation, right? Right. And then I was like, okay, I just must be I just smoked too much, right? So I was like, all right, I just smoked too much. I'll be all right. Let me just chill. So then I got my phone and then I opened it to the camera and I looked at my eyes, and my eyes are bloodshot red. When I say bloodshot red, I mean bloodshot red, right? And I was like, bruh. And then my heart was beating like this. I was like, no. And I'm mind you, I am walking home at this moment. I'm tweaking out by myself. And it is dark AF at night. I literally just told y'all it was nighttime. It was literally, I think it was 9, walking home, tweaking, bro. Tweaking. I can't call my aunt. I can't call my dad. Oh, at this time, I think my dad was in jail. But I can't call no parent, no grown-ups at all because I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm just going to tweak out till I tweak out. As I'm feeling like that, I just keep walking because it's bro, I got to get home because I just want to go to sleep. And I just feel weird, right? And then I started hearing stuff. Once I started hearing stuff, I was like, because this ain't how it felt when I smoked this the other day. Because I literally smoked the same stuff the other day. So I was like, okay, this ain't adding up. So then at that point, once I started hearing stuff, I already knew off rip something was going down and something was different and it's giving weird energy and I don't like this. So I called my friend. I was halfway home and I called her. Because I was like, bro, I'm tweaking. I do not feel good. I feel crazy. So I call her and I'm ringing and I get on the phone with her and I'm talking hella fast or whatever. And then I don't hear her talking at first. And then I hear her start laughing, right? And I'm like, hey, yo, what are you laughing for? I just told you such and such did this and this happening and I'm tweaking. And she hung up. And I was like, at this point, I don't got no friends and it's giving weird energy. I have no friends and I hate this. Now I'm tweaking out even more because now my damn heart is beating out my damn chest. My eyes are bloodshot red. I feel like I can fly at this moment. I feel like I'm not even walking. I couldn't feel nothing. If somebody touched me, I couldn't feel them. If I touched something else, I couldn't feel nothing. So I make it all the way home by God's glory because I was hearing voices at this point. God had me. God was like, you need to be humbled for a second. And he humbled me. So then I got home, bro, and I was tweaking. Bro, I literally ran upstairs to my aunt. I was like, I ran upstairs. I went in her room, and I was like, I was crying, bro. Don't care. I was crying. Don't care. I was crying. I was like, auntie, I was telling her what happened. I was telling her how I felt or whatever. And then my uncle was there too. Oh my gosh. He be gassing everything. I love my uncle, bro. But he was gassing it I'm tweaking and you're mad at me. What are you mad at me for? I'm tweaking right now. Let's deal with what I was doing later. Let's talk about how I'm tweaking at this moment. I feel like I'm about to die. Is death coming or what? Because that's what it's feeling like. My heart beating at my chest. You're yelling at me. I'm yelling at you. I don't feel good. I could damn near pass out at any moment. Why are you yelling at me? My aunt, I love her to death. She was there for me in that moment. I was telling her what was happening, and then, then she was mad about what I was doing and why I brought this home. Auntie, I understand, Babuki. I'm lifted to the gods. So I honestly don't remember where I slept that night. I think I slept on the couch or something. My grandma was downstairs too. Grandma was mad too. She was yelling at me too. I think she was yelling at me. What? So yeah, the first time, I just like fell asleep on the couch. And then this is a school night. So I told you I work literally right after school. So this is a school night. It had to be like Wednesday or Thursday. So like the whole house is up because I'm crying. My uncle yelling, my aunt yelling, everybody's yelling at me. But look, Bookie, I'm on my, like it's giving I'm on my deathbed and y'all yelling at me. So everybody in the house woke up and everybody know what's going on, right? Everybody think this is a joke. I was really out there about to die, but my aunt said my heart wasn't beating that fast. I was like, okay, I believe you. I believed her. She let me drink some water and stuff. So I go to sleep and I wake up the next day and she made me go to school. Like, how am I gonna tweak out and you gonna make me go to school? And mind you, I was tweaking out and I still was high the next day. So now you got me at school high? You got me at school high? That's crazy. So boom, right? So that happened. It was just a lot. And hashtag F that dude. Hashtag F that dude. Cause, you know, and then my aunt was like, oh, well, you can't work there no more. And I was like, nah, I'll work there. I ain't gonna do it again. Like, I'll work there. But damn, bro, that was hard. That was hard, bro. That was hard. I'm still mad at my uncle. Cause uncle, why was you yelling at me that much, bro? I was literally going through a life-changing situation and you just sat there and yelled at me. I ain't like that. To this day, I still got beef with you just a little bit for yelling at me. Cause I remember that. I remember that little sissy pop. All right, let's go to the next time. And before we get into it, yes, it was with the same person. Okay, but hear me out. It was multiple people on that one. Yeah, most people were, So I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, okay, he probably just did it. You know, he probably just did it with me. He's not gonna do it with multiple people live. I think, okay, so when the second time it happened at Little Caesars, first of all, Little Caesars was too lit. And just to let y'all know, that place, it is no more Little Caesars. It's a Papa John's now. But yes, Little Caesars was too lit at this point. So we are literally outside, like it is like during the day. So since it's during the day, y'all know it gotta be like a Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, so we all do that. This time it was like his stuff, but it was out of the same jar that it was before, right? So I wasn't thinking nothing of it. He rolled, I didn't roll. As y'all know, I know. I should've, yes, I know. But boom, I was a kid, bro. I was just chilling. So we, right? And then boom, it hit me. And I said, yep, I'm done for. And I try to keep working while I was feeling that way, bro. And then what was so weird is one of my friends came up there and I was talking to her and her mom, and I do not remember what I was saying, but he was like, hey, bro, let's go inside, And I was like, all right. And then I was like, bro, eyes was red, heart was beating out my chest, thought I was going to die again, but it was like worse this time, right? So I was like, I gotta go home. I don't even remember clocking out. What I remember is leaving and walking home once again on my walking home thing. And I think this time, I don't think I called anybody this time. I just walked my happy, tweaked out ass to the house. And I went to the house and nobody was there. None of my family was there but my grandma. One thing about my grandma, she gonna stay 10 toes, right? So let me tell you about my grandma. So I come in the house, right? When I say I'm tweaking. Do not care. I'm geeked out to my mind. I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing stuff. My heart is beating. My eyes are red. My head hurts. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Don't know what's going on. Death. That's what's going on. So guess what I did? Call the cops. Don't care. Oh, I didn't call the cops. I called the ambulance because I really thought I was gonna die. But I called them because my grandmother told me to call them. And I really think it was her who called. I don't think I called. I think it was her. But I don't remember. One of us called, right? So they come in, they doing their thing. Why one of my cousin's friends gonna text my cousin and be like, why the ambulance at your house? Mind you, I didn't tell y'all about my grandma. My grandma was a little sick at the time. She was a little sick. So they thought the ambulance was for my grandma. So why my uncle come home? And as we said in the beginning, my uncle's always living. My aunt comes home on 10. She was in South Carolina. How did you get back here that fast? The ambulance is still here. Once I saw my aunt, because I'm not really stunting my uncle. Love him, but not really stunting him. Once I saw my aunt, I knew it was over. I was like, bitch, if this drug don't kill me, bitch, she's going to kill me. But one thing about it, she was yelling at me, and then guess what my grandma said? She said, no, don't be yelling at her. She gonna be okay, but she hurt right now. Don't be doing that. They would go back and forth. And I love her for that. Still to this day. One thing grandma was gonna do was gonna be on my side even when I was wrong. Cause I was wrong in that instance. Cause first of all, grandma, why did you make me call the cops? Well, I didn't call the cops, but why did you make me call the ambulance? Why would you make me do that? Cause now I'm embarrassed because I don't know about y'all, but my aunt lived in like a little community. So when anything happens in that community, everybody knows. Both of our neighbors are, our friends. Across the street, neighbors, friends. Down the street, friends. Up the blocks, friends. So everybody gets on the same school bus. So it was so embarrassing, but at the same time, I didn't care because, bitch, I really thought I was gonna die this time. Like, this time was worse than the first time, so I thought it was over. But yeah, my aunt came in there, she was angry. Her and my grandma going at it, my uncle going at it. And I ain't gonna lie, my aunt had my side with my uncle. One thing about it, my aunt still had my side, but my grandma had my side a little bit more. Cause she's like, even though that baby wrong, that baby don't feel okay, we're not doing that right now. And I love that about her. But, and then I had to quit Little Caesars. Then I had to quit, cause look, it was just traumatic. And then after that, I'm gonna be honest, after that, it took me like the rest of the year, I didn't fuck with nobody. I ain't let nobody drink off of me. I ain't let nobody touch my cup. I ain't let nobody buy me food. I ain't let nobody do nothing. Cause at this point, my guard is up. My guard was up for like a long time, but then I let it down cause I'm like, bro, not everybody like that. You gotta chill. It was just that one person. But bro, that shit was crazy. Like, it's funny, like, looking back at it. Oh, mind you, let me tell y'all y'all know how the first time I said I called my friend, she was laughing? She was not laughing. She was really trying to talk to me. Cause I talked to her like a week or two after that. And I was like, cause I quit, of course, and she was like wondering why. And I was telling her what happened, but she said she was trying to talk to me, but she couldn't hear or understand anything I was saying. And what I was hearing was not what was really going on. And see, humbled. That's all I'm gonna say. Got humbled real quick. And that's why I don't even do that stuff no more. I do it a little bit, but on my terms. On my terms. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy as fuck. Like, oh my God, bro. And I already know my family about to watch this and be cackling. Cause they always be bullying me. Every time I see them, bro. My aunt be bringing it up. My cousin be bringing it up. My dad, he brought it up. Like, my dad did the same thing when he was younger. And I'm like, why? We have to break these curses. Cause I don't like that. Cause he did that when he was younger, his first time, but it wasn't my first time. But he called the cops on himself when he was younger. And then I called the cops on myself. Like, now I'm looking at it as in, Grandma, did you make him call the cops on himself? Because you made me call the cops on myself. All I know is my kid's gonna be good. I'm gonna give them the rundown. That's all I know. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that story because I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, I should tell them this because it's low-key funny because I can laugh about it now because I'm like, damn, I literally was just doing whatever I wanted in high school, talking to whoever I wanted, drinking, smoking, partying, yeah, things of that nature. You know what high school kids do. Hey, I was too lit. And this is why my uncle didn't like me because it was a lot going on sophomore year and then junior year, it's a lot going on. But let me go ahead and end this video because it's already getting long and I don't really like making like super long like story time videos, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Ooh, not me touching stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh, in this video, before y'all go, y'all share the video, you know, do your good thing. Road to 1K. At 1K, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway and I'll probably be making a video soon about like what the giveaway is. But yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so you can see me every time I drop. Come on now. I know y'all like me. I be giving y'all some. I shouldn't have told y'all this, but I did because I fuck with y'all. I'm done talking because I be talking too much.